J-Dubb here. So, 2015, my generation has been waiting for this year for 25 years because in October, later this year, Marty McFly will arrive from the year 1985 in a flying DeLorean. I'd been meaning to do a video on this topic ever since the beginning of 2014, and now that whole year has gone by and it's the beginning of 2015, and everybody and their dog has discussed this topic. But what I came to realize upon reviewing the movie is that in order for the real 2015 to look like the Back to the Future 2015, we would have to regress. And so, that's what my discussion is going to be about. Mine's unique! I'll eschew any talk about flying cars because I think it's been pretty well established why flying cars would be a bad idea. Oh, I should have gotten gas. First off, style-wise, the Back to the Future 2015 is pretty much the year 1989, but freeze-framed with a bunch of futury stuff photoshopped on top. The real critical difference between the Back to the Future 2015 and the real 2015 is that our technology really, it all centers around this. In Back to the Future, there's hundreds of high-technology gadgets, whereas we have a high-technology gadget that does hundreds of things. So while superficially, Back to the Future 2 seems all highly advanced and more advanced than the real 2015, it's really just everything from the 1980s, but with a more futuristic-looking skin. For one thing, there's payphones all over the place in Hill Valley. There's a point where Doc hands Marty a newspaper, and the little girl who gets her hoverboard stolen has a CD player on top of her head. Then the two McFly kids are wearing sunglasses, which they receive a phone call on. So, you know, it's kind of similar to Google Glass, except they both receive the same call, and the call they receive is for their dad. These phone glasses seem to be connected to a landline or some sort of common line. And then when he gets fired, the message is sent to fax machines, which are in every room of the house. So, no cell phones, no computers, no internet. There's no information age. So really, here's why I believe the real 2015 looks different than the Back to the Future 2015. You know, because they knew exactly what 2015 was supposed to look like, and it went wrong. And this is why. When Marty McFly went back to the year 1955, Biff's gang was waiting to jump the Marty McFly from the previous movie. Current Marty McFly dropped sandbags on their heads, killing 2 of them. The third one was inspired to dedicate himself to saving people's lives and became a firefighter. This firefighter saved Steve Jobs from a burning building early in the development of Macintosh. If Steve Jobs had not been rescued, Bill Gates would not have been inspired to create Microsoft, and Macintosh would not have received further developments and would have been a fad that fizzled out in the mid-90s. Without Macintosh and Microsoft, computers never took off, and thus the internet never took off, thus no email and no Skype. Due to the butterfly effect, significant developments were made to cordless landline phones, giving them extremely long ranges. Cordless phones overtook cell phones, which went the way of Betamax and Laserdiscs. Digital technology, however, continued to develop, resulting in LCD and plasma screens. Google did not exist, but another company combined cordless phones with this digital technology. This resulted in TV phone and glasses phone instead of Skype and Google Glass. This also affected the rise of hip-hop, grunge, and alternative in the 90s. These things never happened, and all bands were copies of Flock of Seagulls and the Bengals, giving a completely different face to modern pop culture. So, that said, which 2015 would you rather live in? This one here, or the Back to the Future 2015? Comment below. J-Dubb out. I don't know who Paul McCartney is, but Kanye is going to give this man a career with this new song. Who is Paul McCartney? He about to blow up thanks to Kanye. And then 2 people posted that exact same one. And then most famous, who TF is Paul McCartney? This is why I love Kanye, for shining light on unknown artists.